We start tonight with the fundamental battle of the ages, not the one between good and evil. Evil won that immediately. I'm talking about the fight between marijuana and alcohol. Alcohol has had the upper hand for decades, but now it appears that marijuana is pulling ahead.
Well, for the first time ever, daily marijuana use is outpacing daily alcohol use.
This is according to a new national study. Millions of people in the U.S. report using marijuana daily or nearly every day, according to the National Survey on Drug Use and Health. Those people now outnumber those who say they are daily or near daily drinkers of alcohol.
That's right. Daily pot smokers are beating daily alcohol drinkers in the race to see who can escape their sad lives more quickly. But in some ways, it makes sense. You know, edibles are just much more efficient than booze. I mean, have you ever tried to get a trick-or-treater drunk? It's almost impossible. Of course, the rising popularity of weed is a good reminder to the beer industry that they got lazy. They thought they could just sit back and relax while Tommy Chong bought every goddamn ad on Twitter, you know? Congrats, beer companies. You lost to that well-known, super ambitious, type A, hard-working go-getter, Tommy Chong. Now, weed and alcohol aside, the larger issue is that maybe, just maybe, we shouldn't be depending on all these substances in the first place. You know, life is much better when you're sober and we can really feel everything authentically. That's an epiphany I had on my weekly ayahuasca voyage, so... Let's move on to the presidential race. You may remember that the end of the Republican primary campaign saw a bitter feud between Donald Trump and Nikki Haley. She criticized him for his record and conduct, and he mocked her Indian birth name, promoted birther conspiracies about her, and implied that her husband deployed to Africa just to get away from her. So, highbrow stuff. The attacks got so personal that when Nikki Haley finally dropped out of the race in March, she made it a point to not endorse Donald Trump.
I have always been a conservative Republican and always supported the Republican nominee. But on this question, as she did on so many others, Margaret Thatcher provided some good advice when she said, quote, "Never just follow the crowd. Always make up your own mind." It is now up to Donald Trump to earn the votes of those in our party and beyond it who did not support him. And I hope he does that.
Wow, go Nikki Haley, right? A Republican standing up to Trump. That's pretty rare these days. It's like seeing an eclipse or a movie without Timothée Chalamet. But basically, Nikki Haley said, Trump, if you want my endorsement, you gotta earn it. So let's see how Trump courted Nikki Haley's supporters.
You've talked about trying to unify the party. How do you bring these Nikki Haley voters, some of whom voted for you in 2020 but say they don't want to now? How do you bring them back into the tent?
They're going to all vote for me again. They're going to all vote for me again, everybody. And I'm not sure we need too many.
Damn. That's cold. Trump's like, yeah, let me reach out to Haley supporters. Oh, gotcha! Trump just doesn't care about winning over Haley voters. To Trump, Haley voters are like vegetables, you know? He's gotten this far without them. Why worry about them now? But that's Trump for you. He doesn't come to you. You come to him. He's not going to grovel for your support. He's not going to work to unify the party. He's not going to meet you at a coffee shop halfway between his house and your house. You come to the coffee shop near his house. He doesn't care if you met up there the last 3 times. He's not dealing with that traffic. But you know what that means? Donald, if you're going to take Nikki Haley's voters for granted like that, then good luck getting Nikki Haley to vote for you.
Breaking news. Nikki Haley declares she will vote for Donald Trump, endorsing the former rival she fiercely attacked during her GOP presidential bid.
I will be voting for Trump. Having said that, I stand by what I said in my suspension speech. Trump would be smart to reach out to the millions of people who voted for me and continue to support me.
What the hell, Nikki? You know? What happened to that Margaret Thatcher quote about never following the crowd? Is there another Margaret Thatcher quote where she said, you know what, who gives a shit? Just follow the crowd, whatever.